Thank you for your love, your constant support, and every generous donation that helps this mission grow. Your presence here means more than words can express. With gratitude and light. Chosen, did you know that your hair is more than just a physical attribute? It is a true spiritual antenna, an extension of your being that connects your soul to the universe. The hair of the chosen is not just an aesthetic feature, but a direct channel with the divine forces. Each strand carries energy and a purpose, and by taking care of it, you are taking care of your connection with the divine. In this video, we will explore how hair functions as a channel of spiritual energy, reflecting your connection with God and the universe, and how this connection can be strengthened through simple daily care. Have you ever stopped to think about the power your hair has? Since ancient times, hair has been perceived as something deeper than a simple part of the body. It has been a symbol of spiritual strength, consecration, and connection with the divine. Through taking care of it, you are, in fact, taking care of your connection with higher powers that guide your life and your mission. Let us, then, understand the power of your hair and how it can be a true tool for spiritual growth and divine protection. In this video, you will discover the secret that exists in the hair of the chosen and how it can become a powerful antenna to receive and transmit spiritual energies. Stay with us as we explore this journey of self-knowledge and strengthening your connection with God and the universe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Part 1. The hair as an extension of the soul. From ancient times, hair has always been treated as something deeper than just a part of the body. In the Bible, we see that Samson's hair was not only a symbol of physical strength, but an extension of his spiritual strength. When Delilah cut his hair, Samson did not lose only his strength, but the direct connection with God. The hair of the chosen carries the power to connect with the divine, functioning as an energy channel between the soul and the universe. This spiritual bond is much more than a decoration. It reflects the energy you radiate into the world. Hair has always held a deep meaning in many cultures and spiritual traditions, being seen as something beyond a physical feature. Since ancient times, it has been recognized as a reflection of the soul, the vital energy, and the connection with the divine. In the Bible, for example, the story of Samson clearly illustrates the relationship between hair and spiritual strength. Samson's hair was not just a part of his appearance. It was the key to his strength, an extension of his spiritual strength and of his bond with God. When Delilah cut his hair, Samson lost not only his physical strength, but also the direct connection with the divine source. That act symbolized the rupture between him and the power of God. From this story, we can understand that hair is more than simple strands of keratin. It carries the energy of the person, connecting the physical to the spiritual. For the chosen, hair is not just an adornment or an aesthetic element, but a spiritual tool of great power. Each strand of hair is an extension of the soul, acting as a channel between the human being and the universe. When we care for our hair, we are in fact caring for our spiritual energy, for our bond with the divine. That spiritual bond is sacred. The hair of the chosen is a representation of their spiritual journey and the divine power they carry. By caring for the hair, you are not only maintaining your appearance, but also honoring your connection with the universe and with the spiritual forces that govern your life. The act of keeping the hair healthy and well-groomed reflects care for the soul and respect for the divine energy that flows within you. Each movement of care you make is a reinforcement of this bond with the divine, helping to keep your energy vibrant and aligned with your higher purpose. Hair, then, becomes an external expression of what happens inside you, a physical reflection of your spiritual strength. It symbolizes not only the connection with the divine, but also the way you present yourself to the world. The energy you convey when you care for your hair is also the energy you emanate to the universe. When you treat it with respect and intention, you are showing the world your dedication and respect for the spiritual path you have chosen to follow. For this reason, the hair of the chosen is not just a physical or aesthetic attribute, but a deep bond between the human being and the higher forces. The way hair is treated and cared for reflects how you see yourself spiritually, how you perceive your relationship with God and the universe. This is a constant reminder that your connection with the divine is precious and must be cared for with the same attention and respect given to the soul itself. When you treat your hair with intention, you are strengthening not only your appearance, but your spiritual bond. Hair becomes an extension of your energy and your essence, reflecting the inner strength you carry and the harmony with the universe. This care is a symbol of the connection you seek with God and of the respect for the divine mission you have on earth. Now imagine the hair as a spiritual antenna, capable of capturing and transmitting energies, just as a radio antenna captures signals. In the case of the chosen, the hair works as an energy channel that connects the human being to higher spiritual frequencies. These frequencies come from God and the universe, and the hair has the power to capture them and transmit them to the body and the soul. Thus, hair care goes beyond aesthetics. It is a deep spiritual practice that helps tune your energy with the forces that govern the cosmos. Each strand of hair is a link of connection between you and the spiritual forces. The hair acts as a channel that transmits divine energy, connecting your soul with the wisdom of the universe. This process is not something visible, but it is deeply powerful. By caring for your hair with respect and intention, you are in fact tuning your energy to the frequency of the divine forces. This allows you to receive spiritual wisdom, guidance, and protection, strengthening your spiritual journey and your alignment with the divine. Hair care should be seen as a ritual of reverence, where you honor your connection with the universe. Each movement of care, whether combing, cutting, or braiding, is an opportunity to align with the flow of energies that come from God. By treating your hair with love, you not only improve your appearance but also strengthen your spiritual energy. The hair, like an antenna, captures the spiritual frequencies that come from God and transmits these energies to your body and mind, helping to create inner harmony between the physical and the spiritual. The simple act of combing the hair, for example, can become a moment of meditation and connection. By doing this with the intention of tuning your energy with divine wisdom, you are allowing the flow of spiritual energies into your life. This care process can help dissipate energetic blockages and restore balance between your soul and the universe. Just as you care for your body, it is necessary to care for your hair with the same level of respect and intention, recognizing it as a spiritual antenna that strengthens your connection with the divine. The spiritual practice of caring for the hair also has an impact on your daily life. By aligning your energy with divine wisdom, you become more receptive to spiritual opportunities and guidance that arise along your path. This can lead to greater mental clarity, a sense of inner peace, and an increased ability to make decisions aligned with your divine mission. The hair, being this energy channel, becomes a natural extension of your spiritual journey, helping you stay focused on your connection with God and the universe. By strengthening your spiritual connection through hair care, you are also sending a message to the universe that you are open to receiving divine blessings, spiritual guidance, and the wisdom that will guide you in your mission. This act of care is a way to create a constant flow of spiritual energy, allowing you to be in tune with the invisible forces that shape your life. The hair thus becomes a symbol of your willingness to connect with the divine and receive the energies needed to pursue your mission. In summary, The hair functions as a spiritual antenna that captures and transmits the energies of the universe. By taking care of it with respect and intention, you strengthen your connection with the divine, aligning with the spiritual forces that guide your life. This spiritual care with the hair not only reflects respect for your divine journey, but also strengthens your ability to receive and transmit wisdom and spiritual protection, helping you fulfill your mission with greater clarity and confidence. Haircut has always held powerful symbolism in various cultures and spiritual traditions. It is an act that goes beyond a simple aesthetic gesture, reflecting change, transformation, and renewal. For the chosen, a haircut is more than just removing strands of hair. It is a deep ritual of closing cycles and beginning new paths. This gesture is intrinsically linked to the spiritual process and the connection with the divine. The act of cutting hair can be understood as a symbol of transformation. Each spiritual cycle has its phases of renewal and growth, and a haircut is a milestone that signals the release of what no longer serves. When you decide to cut your hair, you are symbolically leaving behind old energies, memories of difficult moments, or feelings that are no longer part of your journey. It becomes, then, a way to release what needs to be left behind, creating space for the new and for ongoing growth. This haircut ritual is particularly meaningful for the chosen, as it marks the passage from one phase to another. It is as if each strand cut is a burden discarded, allowing energy to flow more freely and without blockages. A haircut is not a loss, but an opportunity for renewal, an invitation to a new cycle of spiritual growth. When the chosen cut their hair, they are often opening space for a new level of connection with the divine, leaving behind everything that no longer contributes to their greater purpose. This cutting process also symbolizes detachment. Letting go of something that no longer has utility, such as stagnant energies or even old versions of oneself, is an essential aspect of spiritual growth. Haircut, therefore, not only marks the end of a cycle, but also prepares for new beginnings. It opens doors to renewal and greater spiritual clarity, allowing you to reconnect with your divine essence and move forward with more focus and strength. By cutting hair, you can also free yourself from energetic blockages that prevent you from moving forward. Often in our spiritual journey, we carry traumas, unresolved experiences, or memories that, unconsciously, continue to affect us. The cut symbolizes the release of these influences, allowing spiritual energy to flow unrestrained. Just as hair grows, changing over time, the cut represents an internal change necessary to continue your evolution. This cut can also be seen as a form of consecration. The chosen have a divine mission, and the haircut is a way to honor that mission, aligning even more with the spiritual purpose. This act of renewal is a way to reinforce your commitment to the divine journey, to leave behind what does not serve God's purpose, and to open space for new spiritual alignments. When you allow yourself to cut your hair, you are allowing yourself to transform, to open up to new possibilities and to a deeper connection with the divine. It is also important to note that a haircut should not be seen as something negative or as a loss. On the contrary, it is a symbol of strength and courage. By cutting hair with intention, you demonstrate your willingness to face the challenges ahead without fear of what needs to be left behind. This act is a sign that you are ready to move forward with more clarity, more balance, and more focus on your mission. For the chosen, cutting hair is a moment of great spiritual significance. It is the key to a new phase of growth and evolution. By doing so, you are symbolically leaving behind the limitations of the past, allowing your energy to expand and align with the divine forces that guide your life. The haircut, thus, is an act of transformation that fosters a greater understanding of your purpose and mission, opening space for spiritual and emotional prosperity. Hair is not just a physical aspect of our body, but also a reflection of our spiritual journey. As you grow spiritually, your hair grows with you, transforming and reflecting the changes that occur within you. This symbolic process is a representation of personal and spiritual evolution, where each strand of hair becomes a marker of your experiences, lessons, and transformations as you connect more deeply with God. Each strand of hair represents a part of your journey. Hair growth symbolizes spiritual development, showing that as you approach your divine mission, you also approach a state of greater harmony and understanding. Hair then becomes a kind of thermometer of your growth, reflecting the internal changes you experience. As you grow spiritually, your hair transforms, just as your inner energy rises and aligns with the greater purpose of your life. This reflection of spiritual growth in the hair can be seen in several ways. As hair grows, it symbolizes the strengthening of your connection with the divine. Every centimeter your hair grows is a representation of your own spiritual progress. Hair, with its capacity for constant change, becomes a symbol of your evolution, showing how you transform as you dedicate yourself to your spiritual mission. When you care for your hair with intention, you are also caring for your spiritual growth. Hair care is not just an aesthetic act, but a daily spiritual practice. When you comb, cut, or braid your hair with purpose, you are aligning your energy with the divine force. This helps to keep your connection with God strong and clear, reflecting your dedication and your openness to what the universe has to offer. Hair, therefore, is not just a physical extension, but a reflection of your spiritual evolution. As you dedicate yourself to caring for your soul and spiritual growth, your hair also grows and transforms, reflecting the journey you undertake. This constant growth of the hair is a visual representation of your path toward enlightenment, peace, and inner balance. Each strand of hair carries with it the energy of your transformation, the lessons learned, and the experiences lived. Therefore, by caring for your hair, you are also caring for your spiritual growth. Hair becomes a form of externalizing the inner work you are doing to become a person more aligned with your divine mission. This daily care is a reminder that transformation occurs not only on the physical level, but also on the spiritual. With every movement of care, you are strengthening your connection with God and allowing your spiritual journey to manifest in all aspects of your life. Hair growth is also closely linked to patience and trust in the process. Hair grows at its own pace, just as spiritual development does. It is not something that happens instantly, but requires time, attention, and dedication. This process symbolizes the patience necessary for inner growth. As you devote yourself to your spiritual path, your hair grows, showing that you are advancing, even if you do not see the results immediately. Every change in your hair reflects the changes that happen inside you, whether in growth, in the transformation of its texture, or in the way you treat it. Your hair becomes an expression of your evolution. By caring for hair with respect and intention, you are, in fact, honoring your own process of spiritual growth and creating an external reflection of the harmony and balance you seek internally. This reflection of spiritual growth in the hair is, therefore, an essential part of the chosen's journey. Each strand of hair is a testimony to what you have already achieved and what is yet to come. By looking at your hair, you can see the transformations that have occurred, the changes you still wish to make, and the deep connection you have with the divine. Hair care becomes a reflection of taking care of your own soul, your spiritual journey, and the energy you transmit to the world. In short, braiding the hair is a simple daily act for many, but for the chosen, this gesture takes on a profound meaning. Braiding the hair goes beyond an aesthetic or stylistic practice. For the chosen, it is a powerful ritual of protection and energetic strengthening. Each braid carries with it the intention to protect your vital energy, as if every strand of hair were carefully guarded and protected. This gesture symbolizes an energetic barrier that blocks negative influences and strengthens the connection with the divine. The hair, as we know, is much more than a physical feature. It serves as a spiritual antenna, capturing and transmitting energies from the universe. By braiding the hair, you are creating a kind of energetic shield around your soul. Braids are not only symbols of organization or beauty, but of spiritual protection. Every time you braid the hair, you are aligning your energy with the invisible forces that shape your life, reinforcing your commitment to the divine mission and preparing yourself for the challenges of the journey. In ancient spiritual traditions, braiding the hair was a symbol of connection with the divine and protection against external forces. Many indigenous cultures, for example, saw braided hair as a way to preserve vital energy and prevent it from being drained by negative environmental influences. For the chosen, braiding the hair is not a common practice, but a way to maintain the integrity of your energy, aligning it with divine wisdom. Braids function as a subtle barrier, a line of defense against external vibrations that could undermine your spiritual and energetic balance. When you braid your hair, each movement is charged with intention. With every interweaving of strands, you strengthen your energy, reaffirm your connection with the divine, and protect yourself from negative energies. This ritual becomes a daily practice of spiritual reconnection, something that goes beyond mere body care. By braiding, you are also weaving your own spiritual protection, creating a field of force around you that can serve as a shield against any energy that wishes to interfere with your peace and balance. The practice of braiding the hair can be seen as an exercise of intention. Each braid, each movement, is an opportunity to reconnect with the divine. When you perform this task with awareness, you are reinforcing your alignment with the spiritual forces that guide your life. This ongoing care with the hair symbolizes the spiritual dedication of the chosen. By treating your hair with respect, you are also caring for your soul, keeping your energy clean and strong to fulfill the divine mission given to you. By honoring your hair and performing the ritual of braiding it with respect, you are also honoring your spiritual journey. Each braided strand is a symbol of your dedication to the divine mission you carry and your commitment to strengthening your energy. The hair, treated with respect and intention, is not just a part of the body, but a powerful tool of connection and protection. By braiding the hair, you reinforce your spiritual strength and keep your connection with the universe, allowing your soul to remain aligned with the divine. This ritual of spiritual protection, like other spiritual cares we practice, should be seen as a way to strengthen our ability to stay in harmony with the divine energy. By caring for the hair, you also care for your spiritual energy, aligning yourself with the wisdom and forces that govern your life. Braided hair is not merely an adornment. It is an external manifestation of your spiritual protection, a reflection of your connection with the divine and with your higher purpose. Chosen, your hair is more than a simple physical trait. It is a spiritual bond that connects your soul to the universe. Each strand carries the energy you emanate and reflects your connection with the divine forces. By understanding the power of your hair and treating it with respect, you align with the spiritual energies that guide your journey, opening space for transformation and spiritual growth. When you care for your hair with intention, you are not just making an aesthetic gesture, but rather participating in a sacred ritual of reconnection with the divine. Each movement of hair care, whether combing, cutting, or braiding, strengthens your connection with the invisible forces that shape your life. This reflects your spiritual dedication, creating a channel of protection, energy, and alignment with your greater mission. Comment below on how you perceive the relationship between your hair and your spiritual journey. What do you think about the power of caring for it with intention? Share your reflections and experiences. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights on how to align your energy with the divine.